The next time that you are in Avon, Ohio, check out Level 2 Games for your trading card gaming needs. A link to their website is in this video's description.
Hey collectors, it's Anthony from Hashtag, and it's another hot day, so we got the fan air conditioner going, but we're going to look at these two Yu-Gi-Oh! Egyptian God decks, Obelisk the Tormentor, Slifer the Sky Dragon. I did kind of cheat and look at the back of the boxes, and I will show you them as well, but I'm going to read you the captions here. Obelisk the Tormentor, one of the three mighty Egyptian god cards, takes center stage in his very own structured deck. This deck includes the new attack spell card, Fist of Fate, to wipe out all your opponent's cards, plus other new cards and clever tricks to summon monsters straight from your hand to your deck, straight from your hand or your deck, and quickly get to 3 monsters you'll need to summon Obelisk for yourself. So that's nifty. And it says, Obelisk the Tormentor, arise and wreak your ultimate revenge. So on Slifer's box it says, Slifer the Sky Dragon, whose power grows with each card in your hand, finally has his very own structure deck. This deck includes the new spell card Thunder Forced Attack to destroy your opponent's monsters and to draw a card for each monster that you destroy, plus other new cards to help you seek out, summon, and protect Slifer with a strategy that uses your opponent's own monsters as tribute. Slifer the Sky Dragon, reveal yourself, my all-powerful beast. So we're going to open Obelisk first, and while I'm opening this, I wanted to make a note that I really wish they would have also done a raw deck. Maybe that's coming down the pipe. I do realize that about a year ago they did release a raw, special pack thing going on. So I do understand that that is a thing, but I'm really hoping for a raw deck. And let me explain why. Because if you get this, you also get copies of Slifer, Raw, and Obelisk, and you can use the cards in here to help you out. The ones that are, of course, not specifically speed duel limited. There's a couple that are. Oh, this is a pretty nifty mat here. If I can get it open. That is spectacular. And then on this side, just a whole bunch of ideas to play the deck. Now, King's Court just released, so if you're looking for that, go to your local hobby shop, pick up King's Court. So I'm going to put this aside here. So this is a 40-card deck, as it is a structured deck, or maybe consider a starter deck. You may want to buy multiple copies of the deck if you're not going to do the dual box, but here we are. Man, he looks menacing on that cover. That is spectacular. Got Obelisk the Tormentor, Soul Crossing. Ooh. Says during main phase, immediately after you have your effect resolves, tribute summon one divine beast monster. When you do, the tribute monster your opponent controls. Oh, you can tribute a monster your opponent controls even though you do not control them. But if you do tribute summon this way, apply the effect. Till the end of the next turn, after this card resolves, you can only activate one card or effect per turn, now counting the effects of the divine beast monster. Wow, okay. Well, gee, I can only do Obelisk all I want? Wow. And then you can only activate one Soul Crossing per turn. Fist of Fate. Now, the card that they talked about at the back of the box says, this card's activation and effect cannot be negated. If you control a monster whose original name is Obelisk the Tormentor, negate the effects of one effect monster your opponent controls, and if you do, destroy it. And if you do that for the rest of the term, the effects of monsters are negated, as well as the activated effects and effects of field of monsters with the same original name. Then, if you activate this card during the main phase, you can apply the effect, destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls, and then you can only activate one per turn. That's a mouthful. The print gets smaller and smaller on these things every year. Divine Evolution. Now, I'm not going to read all the cards. This is the last one I'm going to read. But this card's activation and effect cannot be negated. No, that's good. Choose one monster you control whose original type is Divine Beast. or whose original name is the Wicked Avatar. Ooh, so Wicked Avatar's in here? I guess we'll find out. No, or the Wicked Dreadroot, or the Wicked Eraser. Ooh. Except a monsters who are already affected by a divine evolution, and it gains 1,000 attack and defense. As effect activations and its activated effects cannot be negated. And it also gains the following effect. When this card declares attack, you can make your opponent send one monster they control to the graveyard, their choice. Wow, okay. Level Resist Wall. Okay. Angel of 1, Mare. Harpy's Feather Duster. Man, I remember this card used to be hard to get. Nimble Mo Manga. I remember when this first came out, I used to use this. It used to be a good deck. And it gives you 3 of them. That is pretty nifty. I am going to read this one. This card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. You gain 1,000 life points. Then you can special summon any number of Nimble Manga from your deck down face down. So it builds a nice face down. Problem is piercing attacks. Just that's the problem with that. Bazoo the Soul Eater, Cyber Dragon, Hardened Arm Dragon, Super Nimble Mega Hamster. He reminds me of in Pokemon the Galarian Rattata, Evil Swarm Mandragora, Photon Saber Dragon. Wow. Okay, so this deck's a little bit, because typically when they do decks, they don't usually double up in any card. So this one's has a little more thought. Evil Swarm Salamandra, Ra's Disciple. Ooh, I'm going to read this one. When this card is summoned, you can special summon up to 2 Raw Disciples from your hand to your deck. From your hand or into your deck. Wow, okay. Cannot be tributed except for the tribute summon of Slifer, Obelisk, or Raw. You cannot special summon monsters except for the effect of Raw's Disciple. Wow, that is spectacular. Unmasked Dragon, Nimble Beaver, Condemned Witch, Gizmek Uka, the Festival Fox of Fukundi. I start to wonder if they're making up words. Gizmek, I mean, obviously the names are made up. The Ferocious Fanged Fortress. There's some complicated tongue twisters here. Brain Control, Monster Reborn, Different Dimension Capsule, Pot of Avarice. I also remember when this was hard to get. Double Summon, Forbidden Chalice, Forbidden Lance, Forbidden Dress, sensing the theme here. Supply Squad, the Monarch Storm Forth, Call of the Haunted, Cloning, Drowning Mirror Force. Man, that's some good stuff in there. I can already see in my head like the ways you would play through. Then they give you a just nice little card ender here. What's this one? Does someone have anything special? Oh, so this one has a nice picture. This one has a nice picture. And then this one promotes King's Court and the decks. Now that's pretty nifty. Wow, okay, I'm pleasantly surprised with this deck. So I'm going to keep him over here, and now we're going to open up Slifer. And we want to assume it's the same. And it is. So, okay. Yeah, it is the same. At least on the front. And then on the back, of course, it has strategies related to this specific deck. Then, of course, a reminder to buy King's Court. So we're going to put this aside. And take a look at this deck. Pair of scissors. Again, children ask parents' permission and or for help. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Slifer the Sky Dragon. That's fantastic. Love Slifer. Slifer is actually my favorite of the 3 gods. Soul Crossing. So I just read this one. So, I'm not going to read it again. Thunder Force Attack, though, I am going to read. This card's activation and effect cannot be negated if you control a monster whose original name is Slifer the Sky Dragon. Destroy as many face-up creatures your opponent controls as possible. If you activate this card during the main phase, you can apply the following effect. Draw cards equal to the number of monsters destroyed by effect and send your opponent's and send them to your number of the effects sent to your opponent's graveyard. You can only use his attack with one monster this turn, and then it says you only use his card once per turn. Okay. So Millennium Seeker is another new one. So I'm going to read that. It says, when you take 1,000 or more battle or effect damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard except monster with question attack. Okay, your opponent can choose one monster from their deck except the monster with question attack. If they choose not to, if the target monster has an attack higher than the chosen monster, special summon the targeted monster to your field. Yeah, okay. And if you do, shuffle the chosen monster back into your deck. Otherwise, your opponent adds the chosen monster to the hand. You can only use the effect of Millennium Seeker once per turn. There's a lot going on there, and I would have to read it again because I don't half understand it. Ultimate Divine Beast. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can discard a spell or trap, then target one Divine Beast monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in defense position. Then change the attack target, and then change the attack target to it. Okay. During the end phase, if you control a Divine Beast monster, you can destroy all face-up cards your opponent controls that activate their effects in the field of strain. You can only use each effect of Ultimate Divine Beast once per turn. Huh. Okay. So then the regular cards, we got Tell Us the Little Angel, Reactor Slime. Ooh, haven't seen this one in a while. Harpy's Feather Duster. As I mentioned before, it used to be hard to get one of these, but now you find them everywhere. Breaker, the Magical Warrior, Beast King Barbaros, Nine-Tailed Fox, Phantom Skyblaster, Card Guard, Caligo Clawcrow, Electromagnetic Turtle, Breaker, the Dark Magical Warrior. Ooh, that's the opposite of the other one. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Scapegoat. I have seen this one. Let's see, here's another one where we got 3 of the same card. Aurima, the Wicked Warden. It says you can discard this card from your hand and 1 layer of darkness from your deck to your hand. You can tribute 1 dark monster, draw 1 card, or if you tributed a dark monster other than this card to activate this effect, you can add 1 dark monster with 2,000 or more defense from your deck to your hand instead. You can only use this effect once per turn. I was going to read the name again, but it's really... Dark Shade, the Sinister Shadow Lord, Clock Wyvern, Tenyi Spirit Vishida. Swords of Revealing Light, love this card. Monster Reborn, duh. Book of Moon, yeah. Enemy Controller, yep. Pot of Avarice, March of the Monarch, Supply Squad, Card Advance, the True Name, 1-time passcode, Layer of Darkness, Draw of Fate, Mirror Force, awesome. Reckless Guard, Metal Reflex Line, the Golden Apple, and back to the front. I think the Obelisk dust might be a little bit better stacked, but I don't know. So we've got here is the same one as this, same one again, and then of course the advertisement for King's Court. Wow, just based on what we got going on alone, I honestly, I think Obelisk might be the better deck. I mean, you could try to, like, as some people do, you buy multiples of the same deck to build something up, but I'm also like, well, if you get this, you get the extra god cards, you can throw them into your deck, but then do you have the monsters to do it? But then again, at least I think it was Obelisk Test, it's the only one where you could use your, or actually not both of them, allow you to use your opponent's monsters to summon. Hard call. I really am aiming towards the Obelisk has to be the stronger deck, but I love Slifer. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about these decks. Which one do you think is better? What would you like to see in a raw deck? Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.